Alright. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And today is the first episode of the Roblox Guide to Coding series. So, basically, once you have Roblox Studio downloaded, and if you don't know how to do that, I suggest just watching another video on that, but I'm not going to explain downloading Roblox in this video, but so once you do it, this is where you find all the games that you've made so far, the recently edited games, and the games that you archived. You can basically archive a game by just pressing like that. And you can make it public and private, and configure game, share, configure place, open place page. So this is group games, which is you can select a group that you own, or you have permission to edit. With like there's also a shared with me tab. And so my friend Doji Explosion Max, so he shared a game with me. He shared games with me that he made here, as you can see here. So you guys can check out all these tabs, but what we want to go to is the new tab. So you can choose any template. There's quite a few templates, and so the theme tab has like a specific theme for the template, and the gameplay tab has like scripts in it. So yeah, okay. So you can choose any. Template you want. The ones that have like the book icon, this template contains instructions about how to get started in Studio. Now, I mean, you might want to check that out, but I mean, I'm gonna stick with the classic base plate. I mean, it's pretty much the easiest to edit in, other than the actual base plate. I mean, this actually already has a spawn point, so that might make it easier. So I'm gonna do base plate actually. Alright, once you have loaded into your template, you're gonna want, so you're probably wondering what literally all this stuff is. Yeah, I know. Seems kind of crazy to all you guys. So you can move your camera by like how you like move your your camera while you're playing Roblox games around, and you can scroll forward to move your camera in the direction your mouse is pointing, and you can grab things. And so this light here doesn't appear normally. I have a plugin installed for that. More about plugins later. But if you don't have that plugin installed, what you want to do is you want to open this. Usually it would just be open like this. But you can click it like this, so that way it can open like that. I kind of like it like this. But so the select tab lets you select stuff. So you can't select the base plate, but over here in the Explorer section, you can just like go ahead and delete the base plate. And using these things, these like back and forwarders, I bet you could already guess what these do. You can undo stuff and redo stuff. And so basically, what I could do is I could just resize it. I could also rotate it and move it around. So you can mess around with that a little bit. But if you go to properties, you can also change the color. I'm going to change it to yellow. And there's a variety of colors you can choose from. There's like reflectance, which is how much it reflects. So this doesn't reflect like what the objects around it. It reflects like the sky. But yeah, so it would with full reflectance, it would pretty much be the color of the sky. And with transparency, you control how transparent it is. You're probably wondering why this like image isn't disappearing. Well, that's actually called a decal. So if you go over to the Explorer tab over here, as you can see, everything is actually like a little block. So you have one block for like one little thing for the spawn location and one for the base plate. And that's it for this template. So this template is just those two objects. But the base plate, the spawn location, is actually where you spawn. So you can when you press plus, you can create all these different things. I'll show you how to use a few of them. Maybe later in the video or in future episodes. But for now, let's just get started. So in the toolbox, you can find already made things like this. This model right here. Like if you can just drag it into the workspace. Oh, you can also move things by dragging them around. So, yeah. There's also you can also find scripts here if you're kind of bad at scripting. You can find like scripts already made here. So this is the terrain editor up here. So there's quite a few tools. You can customize like how like the terrain is shaped and stuff. But first you want to go to add, and then you can grow stuff. So you can't really actually just like grow stuff from the ground. So you can do that actually, but it would have to be like you'd have to go to this part and ignore parts, and yeah. So if you don't know how to get all these like little pop out things, you can go up here and up here to kind of like do that. The output is just like kind of how your scripts are working and stuff. The toolbox, you can just like switch it on and off. You can turn off the properties and Explorer. So that's how you get to for those things. Come on. All right, there. So yeah. So now I'm gonna show you how to test your game. So you can press this icon right up here to test it, okay? And then your game should just load up. And it might take a second to load. Yeah, alright. And as you can see, I'm loaded into the game. And yeah, it's pretty cool. And as you can see, everything that we edited earlier is here. Okay, so you can press this button up here to stop it too. Wait, and you can also go into here and you can change this. This way you can like look from like the camera point of view and like the normal editor. You can even like drag yourself around. It's kind of like I'm just gonna like move myself like super high, and yeah, it's kind of fun to play around with. I'm gonna like drag them super high. Okay, yeah, so that's kind of fun to play around with. So you can customize a few other things. So now let's move on to the other tabs. So in here, there's like the normal tools right here. Transform, if you actually like select an item. I think this is like, now I don't really use this a lot, but I believe it's just pretty much like, yeah, it's pretty much just like all the tools combined into one. Bro, look at this. It looks kind of, no, bro, this is kind of just so satisfying right now. Okay, you can also drag that around, I guess. Yeah. And using these, you can rotate it. Yeah, pretty cool. So, you can also create like parts using this. Oh, yeah, this is the material manager. So you can actually change the material of objects here. Wait, what? How do I? So it wasn't letting me scroll down. I don't know. Yeah, add to. Oh, there. So that's how you can change your materials, or you could just go over here and say material to like asphalt or whatever. You can change it to anything you want. Oh, that actually looks super good. Oh my god, that actually looks really cool. I wonder what it looks like with like green. Yo, that's actually super cool. Oh my god. I never even like tried doing that, but like if you go to cracked lava, it will change like the cracks. That actually looks really cool. So in the terrain, if you delete this, it'll still be there, obviously. So you can also delete things from the workspace. If you delete the camera, it'll just reset your camera and the camera will still be there. I'm gonna put back that and that. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty cool. Get rid of that. So yeah. So there's a few other things you can do. Like there's these different tabs. So starter GUIs, that's pretty much like the GUIs that'll appear on your screen. Don't know what I'm talking about? Well, let me just show you. I can insert a screen GUI using that, then insert a frame. So these are GUIs. We'll talk about them more in the next episode. And as you can see, there's still like the thing about scripting. Yeah, okay. I'll show you scripts. So I didn't know it was face controls. That's weird. I think that must be new. But so you can select between a script, a model script, and a local script. A model script kind of like runs in like multiple scripts or something, and the local script runs in the client. As you can see, there's a description right here, not servers. So it'll run in like a player's player GUI, a player's player. So basically, this. So when you let's say if you want to click something and you put the function in a local script, when you click it, it would only change something for you, and it wouldn't change it for the other people. But if you used a normal script, it would change it for everyone playing the game. So in workspace, most of the time you would want to use a script. And so we're not going to talk a lot about scripts this video, but so basically you can set a local, which is kind of like a variable. Like you could say local poop. You could set it to anything you want. Local poop equals 5. So we could say make another variable, local subscribe equals poop. Actually, subscribers. And let's make that my current subscriber count. I think it's like 108. Yeah, that sounds about right. Maybe you guys could help like increase that by subscribing. Yeah, subscribing does help a lot actually. So these locals are just like a variable. So say you're like creating like a function or something like you could say like you could set like, well, it's kind of like a variable. I mean, we'll talk a little more about this in the next video, but yeah. So this is pretty much the basics of the environment of Roblox Studio. Oh, there's one more thing I wanted to talk about. That's plugins. Oh, so there's also different tabs in the toolbox. There's videos. You can actually upload like YouTube videos and make them public, and they'll appear and stuff. So I don't know if everybody has access to do that, but yeah. And there's plugins. obviously. Some do cost Robux. I will tell you that. And they kind of like make Roblox Studio a little easier to do. So yeah, there's like UI tools and stuff. So I have all right. That's pretty much it. So there it with this episode. So you're wondering why you can't tap the bait, click like on the base plate and stuff. So there's also a texture inside. You can change that a little bit. Like you could make this like enter a Roblox texture ID and make a different texture. I'm gonna talk about that in a future episode, but and so the reason you can't like delete it and stuff is because it's locked. Unlock it and then you can like grab it and delete it. Yeah. Oh, and you might be wondering about these things, that was a plugin again. So you can, if you want to try those out for yourself, it's, I don't know what it's called, I forget, but I forget what it's called. Yeah, there's a few cool plugins there's a few cool plugins you can make in here, so yeah, it's pretty easy. It makes your games easier to do. To be honest, coding isn't as hard as it seems. Coding is just once you kind of like figure out the basics and everything, it's not really that hard. So, yeah. You all know what I mean. But, oh my god, this is cursed. Yeah, that is pretty cursed. Can I just say noob? Yeah, yeah, at least that's not cursed. Wait, is R6 literally broken? Yeah, I think R6 might be broken. Alright, guys. Make sure to like the video and subscribe as always. I hope this video helped out a lot, and peace